Skyler, it's been another one of these long breaks, a big game for your team against the Stockton Heat tomorrow. How do you jump on them early and get off to a good start?
Yeah, I think it's just that. I think we gotta come out of the gates quick, and just like you said, we gotta start on time. So it's coming out of a break like this. I think it's just a matter of keeping it simple, keeping it clean, and kind of just going from there. Things are going to happen for us. We know that. I think it's like I said, just a matter of keeping it simple.
You and the Heat got well acquainted in that 4-game series earlier on in this homestand. What are you expecting from them tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm expecting them to bring the same level of intensity. I mean, they got some good players over there, got some physical players over there. So it's going to be a grind of a series. I mean, 5 games against these guys, I think it's in a matter of seven days. So it's going to be a battle. And I think we're ready for it. They're ready for it. And it's going to be a physical series. That's what I think is going to happen from these guys.
And maybe not as much of an issue early on, but with how physical the series could be, how important does discipline become?
Yeah, it's huge. This team's power play is pretty good. So the more we limit that, the better off we are.
And for yourself, I mean, you've been playing on a line now for a little while with Marco Dano and Cole Perfetti. Seems like you found some chemistry there. How important is that to get that consistency in line mates?
Yeah, it's huge. In a season like this, it's tough trying to find that chemistry, like you said, among line mates. So playing with Marco and Fetz there, it's been great. They're both really skilled players. They both compete hard, and we have found that level of chemistry that's making us successful. So going into a series against Stockton, I think it's only that much easier for us as a line to produce and make the most of our opportunities.
Thanks.
We'll go next to Jacob Stoller. Go ahead, Jacob.
Hey, Skyler. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thanks. Just wanted to ask you, for what you were just saying about Cole Perfetti, you played on the line with him a couple games. How much space does he open up on the ice when you're with him, just with his vision and creativity? And what's that like to play with?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, he's a talented kid. He's got a lot of skill. He brings a lot every single game. So like you said, when he opens up that space for you, it makes it a lot easier. And his vision is insane. So, I mean, he's going to find you wherever you are on the ice. And that's what makes the game so much easier is when you have a guy like that that's super skilled, can shoot the puck, but also has that vision. I mean, he's only an 18-year-old kid, 19 now. But for a kid with his skill set, he's going to be very successful. And not only in this league, but I think at the NHL level as well.
And another young player on your team, I know you're only a couple years older than them, but you've been in the league for a couple of years now, and you've been through those early stages. I'm sure you can appreciate what David Gustafson's been able to do. I talked to Pascal about it, and he kind of said that he brings a great amount of leadership, and he has a real effect on the team. From your perspective, how does someone like Gus, who is only 20 years old, come in and have that type of effect on your group?
Oh, for sure. And a guy like Gus, like, the way he carries himself, he doesn't act like a 20-year-old. He's beyond his years in his maturity level. So he might only be 20, but the way he carries himself, you'd think he's 25 or 26. And he does bring that leadership quality. So a guy like him on this team with a lot of new faces, a lot of guys that haven't played in the league before, his maturity as a person and a player goes a long way in building this team. And I mean, he's done great so far this year. He had a little bit of an injury there, but I mean, even when he's not in the lineup or whatever's going on, he's always got a smile on his face. He's always joking around with the guys, and when it's time to be serious, he's serious. So like I said, he brings that leadership quality, and he's a good teammate, really good teammate, and great player.
You played a couple games with him before he got injured, I believe. Different from Cole, obviously, but what's it like playing with someone like Gus, who is a prototypical two-way player?
Yeah, like you said, he's a two-way player. He's great offensively, but he's just as gifted in the D zone. He's got a heavy stick. He's always where he needs to be, so it makes it a lot easier to break the puck out. With Cole, he's learning. Like I said, he's only a 19-year-old kid now, so he's maturing as that two-way player, and it took him a little bit. The jump from Majors Junior to the AHL is a big jump. It was for me anyways, so I know that the jump isn't easy on anyone, but Cole's been doing a great job of it, and Gus came in and he was doing it right away. So playing with a guy like Gus, it was really easy.
One last question, just back to you talking about your jump from major, junior to pro. In your experience, like, is it just like the fitness, or is it the lifestyle? Like, what's like the real palpable thing that is so different and really kind of hits you when you come in?
I think just the level of skill, intensity, the physical size of the players, the speed of the game is so much faster, and you don't have those guys that don't quite belong. Like, there's no really bubble players here. Like, everyone deserves to be here. Everyone plays the right style of game, and the coaches here, like, they're making you accountable. If you're doing something wrong, you're not going to play, and that's just the way it is. So the jump from major junior to the AHL, you got to be on your A game every day, including practices. If you're not, skating as hard as you possibly can, you're not bringing what you do in practice, there's a very slim chance that you're going to either play in the game or play very much in the next game. So it is a very huge jump.